want to stop doing this if I can get away with it.
You gave me a Yoshi set.
I gave you a Yoshi set.
That's a gift.
That's why I told Xylus not to put on the other side.
I can't believe. Well, first of all, I just didn't. So Stitch is in region? I'm assuming that's what UMN means.
Stitch moved to Minnesota for school and is now ranked in Minnesota. So Stitch has been popping off. I think he's...
But by in region, I don't mean in Chicago. I mean in Midwest.
Yes. He lives here, you know, like in the summer or whatever, but goes to school in Minnesota, is ranked in the top 10 there now. Has become just a very, very proficient player. And Yoshi, obviously a character with a lot of positives and very few negatives as a character. Very powerful. However, the weaknesses Yoshi does have, the other character on the other side of the screen tends to exploit pretty well.
Yeah, back when I was active in this game playing, well, this exact character, although not nearly to this level, let me first clarify. I would say the top 3 worst matchups were Wolf, Palutena, and Cloud. Right?
Yeah, like pre-DLC.
Yeah, pre-DLC. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure Cloud was awful. Wolf was pretty bad. Yeah, like
and he exploded.
A move like Laser can kind of force you to approach after a while, and getting close to Wolf's Nair does not feel like a winning proposition more often than not.
And yet, I have my grievances with Ultimate Egg, considering how versatile Smash 4 Egg was, but I mean, the Yoshi players in Ultimate have made the Egg work. Egg does not win versus Laser. You are 100% correct. So,
I assume you mean up B and not the shield.
Yeah, not the shield, not Egg Roll. Egg Roll still remains the worst B move in the game, I'm pretty sure. But
Brother,
I mean throwing an
fighter player, man. We got some bad B moves for for options.
I mean the throw an egg projectile.
Oh yeah. So it does have issues, but it also confirms so well into so many things that I respect the issues, but I also love the positives. Just because, like, you know this, I've been playing Yoshi a lot lately, and you know, Yoshi to me just feels like a more broken Jigglypuff. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, you have infinite air mobility wherever you want. You can recover from the literal bottom of the stage, which is so much the opposite of what Yoshi has been over the years. It's not even funny. I think that Yoshi is honestly perfectly tuned. This character is exactly where it should have been over all these years, where, like most characters, powerful character, exploitable weaknesses. Ironically, mark of a good design, no matter what you think about Ultimate. You know, if you don't like the way in which they got to those two conclusions, that's totally fair.
And you know, for a while, I thought Yoshi would have, as Yoshi explodes to a 2-stock from OnePower, because again, Wolf pretty good at exploiting said weaknesses with disjoints, with just strong moves, with ability to kill.
Let it be known, my one game I played in Grand Finals against OnePower with Yoshi was a lot better than that. Just saying.
I would assume there's still set left here. Do you think there's still set left to be played? No.
It's Yoshi Wolf on the screen, bro.
No, then your statement's true. That's true.
He's got to take 2 stocks this time, then we'll talk. No, I'm not.
I'm not
going to crap on Stitch, because Stitch is actually just a very, very good player. This is just a difficult matchup, and you also have to play Yoshi a very specific way to succeed. That was hot. Falling up air into rising up air dare. Love that. But you have to stay on top of Wolf, which feels kind of bad, because if you play him horizontally, you can't get past the claw very easily, you can't get past the nair very easily, and if you get far away, it's a free laser.
Yeah, well, you see Yoshi's full hop is good at setting that up, but it's a problem of getting in, and then he died.
He died because he, instead of landing, you know, on Wolf or staying kind of vertical to him, he tried to go too far horizontal, and he exploded. The more you stay horizontal, the worse it is. So if I'm Stitch, you got to get as high up on the stage as you can. So he got to plat, which is fine.
Wolf is just so good at exploiting double jump armor as well. Like, there's not really much cheese you can do, because all of Wolf's aerials just break double jump armor. Ooh, that jab was unfortunate. Thought it might anti-air, or maybe that would have been a dash in.
And like, this is the type of matchup where Yoshi was cooked there. OnePower went for the super safe F-tilt, which is totally fair. Didn't get it and was like, all right, you're still near ledge, you're dead. And now you can't approach the Wolf.
And died it fair at 180.
Yeah. OnePower still sitting at a cool 57% on his first stock. Uh-oh. That's 59. This is kill percent.
I think it's just jump-ins. Jump-ins are not working.
Yeah, you have to find a way to play a little bit more grounded. And that's always going to be like, from the person watching the matchup, they're always going to say the same thing. Like, well, just play a little bit more grounded, play to the ground. If you should do that, and you can. You got to try to like parry laser, you know, maybe go for an F-tilt occasionally. Like, don't just jump, because if you jump against Wolf, you're going to get punished.
Well, Pete, you're commentating with me. People have been telling me to play more grounded for 6 years.
And you do with Claren in a different game.
In a totally different game.
All right, hold on. Stitch is on the board.
All right, yeah, you just have to figure out what the best plan is here right now.
Don't get back aired is the only plan right now. Stay out of back air range, because OnePower has thrown out 12 of them in a row. He's just fishing for it.
Wait, are you sure this isn't Rivals of Aether 2? Oh, okay, the double dare dip would have been a nice way to cheese.
Yeah, got to take stock somewhere. Down B. You get the egg, at that percent, you take one hit and down B, because you get to chain them all together, and if you catch the down B as he pops out of the egg, he dies.
A little too smart of a mix-up there, and then the back air
should do it.
On shield.
Yeah. Unstaled entirely, 120 rage, close enough to ledge. But we do. Oh, this is a best of 5. What am I thinking? All right, so still seeking that second stock.
Well, this break is a good opportunity for my tangent on if there is eventually a Smash 6, right? It will inevitably be a downscale of characters, just because like everyone is here is not viable for another game.
Yes, it is.
You would think.
I don't think they'll downscale the number, but I do think they'll take some of the crossover characters out.
That downscales the number.
Right, but they'll replace them with other Nintendo-oriented characters.
Well, okay. That's what you think.
Yes.
What I would like to see is like a 30 to 40 character focused Smash Brothers. And then obviously they expand with DLC because that prints money, right? But start with 40, maybe get to 60 over the course of 4 DLC packs. And really reinvent every character's moveset. And I would have said when Ultimate came out that Yoshi really needed a reinvention of the moveset, because all the 64 characters in particular just have like the same moveset they've had the entire time, right?
Yeah, I mean, Ganondorf is still a Captain Falcon clone
that's
in 2026.
Yeah. That's showing as an obvious weakness for characters like Falcon, like Jigglypuff, right, has been the same character for 26 years.
A character like Falcon is frustrating in that regard because it's a character that drives a race car. You could do anything you want. It's a blank slate. And you've chosen to copy Mario's up air and have both of them just do the bicycle up kick for 27 years.
And like Donkey Kong has had the KO punch the entire time.
You do not take away that punch. You got, listen, you wind up before you leave the house.
Yeah, maybe change the up B though. Like the problem is they've boxed themselves into these positions because people have been playing these characters for 26 years.
Right.
You would find new design space if you're willing to break rules that you've had for 26 years.
Right. Well,
I would have said Yoshi really needs that before the meta has developed for Ultimate, and now Yoshi's feels like a good character for the first time. You know? Okay,
yeah,
he exploded, but
I don't think you need to reinvent all of them, but the ones who have never been relevant, maybe look at them through a different lens. I agree with that.
Kirby could use a look.
No.
I mean, he's going to have a bunch of jumps no matter what, but
I want Kirby 64 Kirby. I've always wanted that, where he just has all of the different combination of 2 element moves instead of having to eat you to get them.
The Crystal Shard one, right?
Crystal Shard, yes.
Oh, okay, that would be interesting. Yeah, go again. There's a lot of design space with the character. Great ledge grab to avoid that down smash. That is not as easy as it looked. Then you landed on the platform, and that's unfortunate.
You know, I felt like Stitch was up so much in this game, and
now
it's tied. All right, so Stitch on the board. First time we've gone to last stock. Let's see if he can take a game here and start that 3-0 climb. It's going to be a uphill battle as he's pinned in the corner now. Quick 50% from OnePower as he looks to slam the door. Fair, up air. Up air's not going to connect. But Yoshi going to land. I love that down-angled F-tilt to ensure that the Wolf doesn't pancake under it or some nonsense. That's just like an instinct reflex when you have characters like Pikachu and Joker that you have to do in that situation.
And just stopping the cross-up at every opportunity. But,
See ya.
oh, that was not the right DI.
I don't think he was expecting it to be a back air that would kill. He DI'd straight away and exploded. OnePower going to take it 3-0 as he moves on to, I believe, winners finals. I believe that was winners semis.
The next winner semis is going to be Solaros versus, not Raven King, right? Raven King fell early.
Raven King lost to Lance T, and Eclipse beat Lance T. So it'll be Solaros and Eclipse. A lot of the regulars here coming out in the top 4. Stitch being the sort of invader. I don't really know how to phrase. Like, when you're from Chicago, you're always Chicago. When you're living in another region for 9 months out of the year, are you an invader, or did you just come home?
I was not familiar with Stitch coming out to these tournaments when living in Chicago.
Oh, he was. Him and Angelo would come together.
Okay, then I just missed him.
I don't know where Angelo is. Angelo, if you're listening, what the hell, man?